Oh my goodness, I'm breaking out again. like, and I think it's because that's what my karma is for acting like a teenager these last couple days.
Well, good morning.
Good.
Hey, you know what? It's funny you say that because do you want to know what I did this morning before we hopped on our live stream?
What's that?
I exfoliated with a sugar scrub.
Ooh, is it from your favorite spot? Lush?
No, it's a homemade. And the reason that I did it is because I got a sunburn, right?
Were you starting
And
to peel?
and I was starting to peel, and so I was washing my face this morning, and so I'm looking at my face, and I'm seeing that the stuff on my cheeks like kind of peel a little bit, right? And so I think something's wrong. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, I had a sunburn. It's peeling now. Wait a minute. I need to exfoliate. And I did. And so I exfoliated right here. It's the first time I've ever like intentionally exfoliated with something that's not called like like I intentionally exfoliate. It's the first time I've intentionally
Okay.
exfoliated.
Okay. Because
And I think I
usually
did a
you're
good
just doing
job.
it because, okay, good, good. I'm glad.
Usually I'm just taking a shower or looking at it and saying, oh, that sucks. And then, going about my day here.
I love a good sugar scrub.
Apparently so do I.
So this morning, I told you that I was wondering if I don't know if my dad got hacked because he added me on Facebook again. And my dad has always been on my Facebook. We've talked about it on the show that I even have like a block account for things I don't want him to see, right? So I said, I don't know if he deleted me and he's re-adding me or if he's been hacked. First of all, it's funny that I would think that he would even delete me, right? However, I posted that I had a pretty epic couple days, and I thought maybe he just didn't want to see what was happening the couple days after that, which is fair. So I wrote him, so you tell me he sent you a friend request too, and then started emailing you, right?
Yeah, I got messages from your dad. I got hello, and then another message. How have you been doing? So, for the purpose of
Well,
this live stream, I messaged him back.
okay. Did you? Because apparently so did his best friend's wife, which
Oh,
I just found out. So his best friend's wife is getting these messages from my dad. Hello, what have you been doing? Right? His buddy for decades and decades, since like high school buddies.
how
So
have
I
you
guess,
been? Pretty?
yes, yes. So I text message him and I'm like, I think you've been hacked. And he's like, yeah, Paul's wife got these messages from me. And he called me at like 3 in the afternoon going, what's up, man? Like you're writing my wife.
Did they hack his actual account or did they create a mirror account? So he still has his, and then there's another Dan Madden account or another.
I think I think they mirrored his.
Okay.
It was a different account. So I told him he needed to change all of his stuff.
So that happened to me. Somebody mirrored my account about 2 years ago. Somebody hit me up and said, "Hey, somebody is posing as you right now." And I hopped online, and there was my picture, everything. I started messaging them directly with, "Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, pretty good. How are you?" And I wrote back, "Really good. So how is it being me? You need to knock it off, please." Like I knew they weren't going to. I just wanted to have the conversation before I reported the Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah, my
And
dad's not going to do that. He blocks family just because they are annoying.
well, whoever your new dad is, I'm striking up a conversation with him. He's not answering back yet, but that's probably because people are in bed in France right now, which is where I assume this person is at.
Oh man, my poor dad, because now he's probably not going to want to get on Facebook for a while. Because we bought him that Echo Show with the video camera, my brother did.
Yeah.
And he turns it off. So my mom and I will be like, Alexa, do this. Alexa, it's like screaming and then realize it's off because he thinks people are watching him, right? So now that he got hacked, it might be a while till he jumps back on the Facebook.
I mean, but is he wrong?
No, he's
Have
not.
you seen the was it Joseph Gordon-Levitt who played Edward Snowden, the Snowden movie? And after they signed, I think it was the Patriot Act back in like 2001, 2002, like the way that they listen to your conversations is like there's like this 13-second window where they can listen for certain key phrases and keywords. And if they don't hear it, then they have to stop listening to you. But like in the movie, they were showing like almost like a call center for like Amazon or something of all these people just listening to 10 to 12 seconds of phone calls for keywords and then moving on to another call. It
See,
was so
that's
weird.
okay. So, like in the Simpsons movie, like the Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Was it like a call center of people?
I love how
listening to
you
calls?
compare it to the Snowden movie, and then I'm like, oh, the Simpsons movie. Because that's all I can picture.
Actual real government people listening to your calls. Oh, you mean like the Simpsons?
Yes. And they're like, the government actually found somebody they're looking for. When
Like
they
the
find
Simpsons?
Marge. Oh, gosh. What do you have
Oh
going
my
on
goodness.
today?
So my son is coming home today for the day. He's not going to work. My youngest, he got bit by a spider sometime yesterday or Monday rather, sometime between leaving my home, going to school, and going back to his mom's house. There was a spider bite, right? So I was trying to narrow down the window of when the spider bite happened. Selfishly, not because I was wondering where he got it from so much as I was
Okay.
just trying to exclude my house. Not
Because
for
when we
any.
talked about this off the air, I was like, are you trying, because you're going through a divorce if you're new to the show. And I was like, are you trying to figure out where he got the spider bite because you're trying to blame the other parent?
Right.
And you had to explain to me, no, that we want to make sure we don't have to spray for bugs. And that is how divorce works. Like, you never know which one they're using it for.
Right. Right. Like
Yeah.
we're narrowing down like where we need to spray. And then I guess we need spray everywhere anyway. So it doesn't matter. But then like the part of me in my head is just like, and also like, I don't want bugs. I don't want it to be my house because I don't want bugs in my house. Like I'm trying, like, I would rather it be the school.
I understand that.
Probably not, but so I guess today I'm spraying.
Oh, you're going to do it yourself?
Yeah, I always have, and honestly, there is a good chance that the spider bite did come from my house because I laxed on the spraying these last couple of months, and that's only because, like you mentioned earlier, I'm going through a divorce, and up until a couple of months ago, I was kind of in a weird fog. I wasn't doing a whole lot, so right now, I'm kind of catching up on all the stuff that I wasn't doing because I was being a pouty Peter.
So how was it trying to get him to sleep last night?
Well, he didn't stay with me last night. Last night, he
was
at his,
okay.
What he did do with me though last night was he went out. I do the delivery services in the evening, and he went out with me on that. Like he likes to go with me and play on his tablet and be my passenger for a few hours. And it's kind of like this cool little bonding time that we have. And so he was telling me last night, he's like, I'm not comfortable in my room anymore. And I'm like, dude, I promise you, I'll spray. Like,
I understand that
okay.
Because remember, we told the story about how my son saw that scorpion one night. And he just started sleeping in his bed again, and it's been like 6 months.
Yeah, I know. And
they sprayed right away. I had them come out right away. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get ahead of that. So when he was like going down the laundry list of like all the reasons that it came from his room here, I'm like going down all the reasons that it's not. Hey, buddy, we cleaned, we vacuumed, we talked tough to all the spiders and told them to get out. So it couldn't be your room.
And that's what I think happened. Because remember, I told you my sister who wants to help you decorate your house. We need to get her on a stream. Yeah.
Yes.
You could walk around video in your house and she could just join our stream and help you.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay, so she helped me come over and organize their whole room. So, and he's the clean one. Like all of his clothes are in the laundry. If there's a spot for it, he will put it there. And so now that it's clean, he's been sleeping in there. And I think that's what it was. Is because my mom, grandma, well, when we lived in Hawaii, we have scorpions, but your grandma was so clean that we never got them. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom. I know I'm not clean enough.
I use this as a springboard because like you always try and find reasons to justify your rules, right? And like even when you have reasons, they find ways around them. And so I kind of pivoted mid-conversation when I was like trying to convince him that it didn't come from his room. I was like, well, buddy, you know what? Because sometimes I'll let them eat in their room if they're like watching something or doing something, but it bugs me, And I said, you know what, buddy? I mean, maybe this is kind of why I've been saying that the eating in your room is not a great idea, He goes, Dad, it was a spider, not a bug. And I said, right, but why is the spider there? Because it's a buffet of
you
bugs.
Blamed him. It's his fault. But good, because I'm wondering, because I put down like no more food in your room. And then we were looking for Joey's Game Boy. Joe got them Game Boys with like 400 games already programmed in them. He said they're only like $50. My kids love them. They take them everywhere, and they don't need Wi-Fi or anything. Hit up Joe if you're interested. Like, Joey's telling me all about it. He loves it. Anyways, we're looking everywhere for it. And I go up there, and Layla, that girl, with a little pudding cup up there, and then just little packets of chicken flavor from inside Top Ramen's, because she's eating dry Top Ramen in her bed behind my back. I know. I know. And I'm like, Layla. And then she's like, ha ha ha, sorry. And I don't want to yell at her for that. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Is she defending herself right now?
No. And then she doesn't. She's like, oh well.
Okay, but here's the thing.
And then her clothes are the ones on the floor, and I'm like, the basket is right here. It's right here.
Do you know how better you're making me feel right now? Not because she's doing things, but because literally, and my friend Vicky had the same thing. She's got a kid that's 10, almost 11. Your daughter turned 11 in February. My son is turning 11 in like 2 weeks, and all of them have a attitude.
Okay, yes,
about every single thing.
But she's not a jerk. Like, she's a good kid.
Right.
And all of these things I know are coming from like my genetics, like her being ADHD and her just throwing the stuff on the ground, and her would rather nap than do her homework. And I'm like, how do I make? I know it is. She just
because yes, honestly,
and she's already hit puberty, Victoria, which I don't want to get, that's her business, but she is like, meh. And she's a good kid, so I don't want to like whoop her, or ground her for chicken flavored packets. Like, there could be worse things in the world. So I'm just, you know what I mean?
We have children that are looking at our rules right now and questioning, why is that even kind of a big deal? And so they're giving us the shoulder shrugs right now. And I'm the same way. Like, I want to, like, every time I get one of those shoulder shrugs, I want to sit down and be like, dude, no, we got to talk about this, dude. Here's why. And then I find myself like browbeating. I'm like, you know what? We'll talk later. Whatever.
Yes. And browbeating is something I have a problem with her. So I have to choose my battles. Like, I had that full on conversation with my therapist. She's like, once you get her, you can't just keep hammering. Like, once you let them know what's wrong, you can't keep hammering. Right. And I've always been harder on her than on my son. So like stuff like this, like, I really have to back away from and pick my battles with her. And chicken top ramen is not one of the battles, I guess, I want to deal with.
When we come back in the 8, or maybe even tomorrow, if we need more time with this, we should really talk about parenting single when you're trying to match households. Because because this is so new to me that I found myself, especially in these last couple of months, not parenting. I guess you could say parenting out of fear, in that if I don't leave them with the best taste possible in their mouth when they leave for the week, that they're not going to want to come back.
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, I agree with you. Let's do in the 8, whether we do it in the 8 today or the 8 tomorrow, because I'd rather do it when my kids are already at school.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying. Like, we should do it. We should do it after that, and maybe give it a little bit of time, because I think there's a lot to talk about there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
In the meantime, we could bang our heads against the wall all day long, telling them all the stuff that we think is really important, just for the next 3 years, that whatever, I don't care, is going to be our lives.
Let's do it in the 8 today. And then that other thing I wrote you about, we'll just do on the show and in the stream tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, because that one's going to be fun too.
Okay.
All right, cool.
We'll see you guys at 8 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Bye.